What's up, everybody? Jason Slifer here. Today, we're going to be playing a random game I found on Steam. It's called Z.A.T.O. I Love the World and Everything in It. I think it's a visual novel. Not visual novel. My mistake. I think it has some horror elements to it. Don't know how it's going to be. It was free, and I just found it right now, like a couple minutes ago. Hopefully the music isn't too loud. If I have to go into settings, that's fine, it's whatever. So let us begin by starting the game. Snow. Beautiful snow. Seems pretty nice, in my opinion. Am I supposed to read? Is there no voice? Oh, shoot, I have to read? No! Did you know? I suck at reading, give me a second. Did you know that our sun is a very unusual star? Yes, it is. It is a star. To start with, it's a yellow dwarf. Is this sun actually a yellow... It's a dwarf? Like a dwarf planet? I thought it was just a star. Like a star made out of fire. Those constitute from just 7 to 10% of all stars in the universe. It's an outlier, even among those. Most yellow dwarfs are primarily covered with dark spots. The sun isn't. The majority of its surface is bright. In fact, it has 3 times the number of light spots than it does dark spots. Getting some facts in, so astrology, I think. Sure, its overall brightness index is nothing special. You could even call it underwhelming compared to other stars of its type. But even so, it works harder than most to shine as bright as it can. Facts. And I find that really cute. Okay, that's kind of weird. This is Earth? I don't remember. Oh, no, this is the sky, I think. Can you see my, yes, you can see my mouse. I don't remember where I read about this. Probably the internet, buddy. Must have been some newspaper from years ago. Or newspapers, yeah. But that small piece of trivia still pops in my mind whenever I look up at the morning sky. It's not much of a view, to be honest. Okay. Not much of a sky, not much of a sun. I guess that's the kind of region it is. Some people say the sun is just lazing around in our parts. What with the constant snow. Actually, it's snowing outside right now of my house. I had that. I'm not looking forward to trucking through it to take the bus. But people that go around saying that, well, they clearly haven't read that newspaper. I doubt anyone reads newspapers nowadays. Actually, there are newspaper stands. So far the art's pretty nice. The more I thought about things like that, and the more I learned, the more I realized how incredible everything is. I'm not just saying that to mean amazing. I mean improbable. You can't deny the world is full of great coincidences. That's true. The world is full of amazing coincidences that just happen out of nowhere. Some things are uncontrollable. You just follow the road you were given. It's to the point where I've begun to ask myself how much of it we can attribute to pure chance. That's true. Nothing's chance. Some things are chance, but everything has a purpose. Hopefully this is picking up my voice better than the music. It's whatever. The universe was so kind as to give us both a star and a planet with the perfect conditions for sentient life. Here's a real question. Do aliens exist? I say yes. I say yes, it does. They do. Just the slightest what the heck is that word? Fluctuation in the composition of our atmosphere, the size of the globe, or the distance between Earth and the Sun, and none of the beauty surrounding us would exist. Some would call it a miracle. It is a miracle. I think it's like the Big Bang. There's so many theories on how life began in the Earth. And of course, that's a lovely way to put it. But isn't that giving the world we've living in too little credit? I don't know. But it's not that I subscribe to the anthropological principle of anything. I don't know what that means. I'm not so arrogant as to believe the universe exists just for our sake. It's true. I'm not so sure it exists solely to be observed. When a baby is born, it's not preoccupied with how it is perceived. That's true. When you're born as a little baby, as a kid, you kind of just go through life not caring about anything until you slowly get older, and then you're like, oh, you care about everything. Every little thing you do, you start to think about and like be like, oh my god, am I doing things right? How do people see me in this world and stuff? That consistence, I don't know what that means. That conscience need emerges later as the child develops self-awareness. That is true, like I just said. You start to panic more. Until that point, his curiosity is aimed at its surroundings. So if anything, it's the opposite of what the anthropoid principle entails. What the heck, man? Okay. We're social creatures, so the need to be observed makes sense for our survival. But to say the universe itself shares that priority, it just doesn't make sense to me. I could have it on auto. No, too much work. ... This little kid, probably a mother or something. Although you can also think about it this way. A child is curious about the world because it perceives the world as external. But what if the child is the world? What if all that is could ever observe existed within itself? That's true. My theory in life is, one theory is, we're all already dead. We're just going through all the memories we've had. You know? And the other thing is, who knows if the world truly exists? We could all be dead. We could all be not even existing in some being's own mind and stuff. What can the all-encompassing universe be curious about? There's so many theories we could think about right now, about how life goes, how the world works, what everyone could be, what we couldn't be. That's nothing but itself, so nothing but itself. There's something else to care about in the wide world. The whole wide world. It is the world. Duh. Oh wait, no, this makes perfect sense. If I put it like that, I guess the universe has no choice but to be self-centered. Oh yeah, the world only cares about itself, buddy. Even if I can't speak. Even if this wasn't the case when it was born, what if the universe developed a desire to be perceived by others as it matured? So basically the world develops as we see it. As all human creatures and living beings see it, it will form to fit our creations, the same way that a child would. And what do we do when we want others to perceive us a certain way? We try to mold ourselves accordingly. That's true. Everyone tries to mold themselves in the way to fit everyone else. Not really the best decision, in my opinion, but a lot of people do it. Even I do it. I think I get it now. The universe gradually felt desire to be seen it wanted to be admired, loved, and observed because there's nothing more a world could do but to be observed, but to observe itself. It's the best and only pastime there is as far as the world is concerned. And if observation is good, more observation is even better. Of course, an endless universe can observe itself endlessly. Observe itself endlessly. You can say that its observation value equals infinity. That value may seem absolute, but it isn't really, not in mathematics. Infinity plus 1 exists. It's a value that the universe could never reach as a singular, albeit infant observer. So it had to create new, finite observers to add to its infinity. It needed to create sentient life, as in us, to watch it. Sentient life is the plus 1. When I put it like that, it sounds like all of us are extras at a party. It's true. The world exists not for us, but we exist for the world. We have to see the world as the true mind in this world. We're all just a figment of this world's imagination. There's no point on realizing. We exist for the world, the universe itself. No one else. We can fight it. Now, isn't that fun? I wonder where we're gonna get. This vast, mighty universe changed itself so meticulously to make new observers possible. It's fine-tuned all of its systems so preciously just to have us here. It works so hard just to share its one joy with us. Us. Worthless insects. Yeah, we're technically insects to the planets, to the universe. Oh no. No. This can't be. That's cute. That's really cute. I should have expected this. I should have known the infinite universe would be infinitely cute. This world truly is wonderful. Wonderful. Iragashevskia is missing. What the heck is that name? Huh? I look up from my desk. A low hum runs through the class. Classmate A. Oh wait, whoops. Grashevskaya. Grashevskia. Is that Russian, German, something like that? I don't know. What? Seriously? She's just skipping. No, she ran off with that one guy. You saw? No, but come on. You know her. She's totally... Silence! The teacher taps her journal on the desk. Ira's parents filed the report yesterday night. They haven't seen her since she left for school. Someone's gone missing. Another round of whispers. Hey, what's going on? I don't know. The teacher raises her voice. So if any of you have any information that might help in finding Ira, please report it to the teacher's office or the police after class. That is all. Understood? Hopefully you all understand. Now we're going to get back to lessons because that's really important for some weird reason. That's right. On to the lesson. A chair creaks in the back. Creak! Vadim. Wait. You really expect us to just study like normal after hearing that? Yeah. Yeah, we're shocked, you know. We're worried sick. Seriously, our classmate's missing. Our friend, our Irochka. What the heck does Irochka mean? The room fills with repulsive giggles. Cut it out. Garen, sit back down. The teacher's voice sounds just as dry as it did when she broke the news. She turns towards the blackboard to write down the date. We all know the situation will probably resolve itself just fine. There is like a hair in my eye and it's burning my eye right now. So let's not act dramatic. If you have anything valuable to say, I'll be happy to hear it in the office. Understood? Good. She puts the chalk down and begins the lesson. It's December 19th. A bird flies past the window. What the heck is this? Oh, piano. What did I give this guy? Okay. Disappearance? Give me a break. Aren't you supposed to wait 3 days or something? That's a myth. You can file a missing report whenever, especially if it's a kid. Oh yeah. Hey, let's report each other as missing and see who they find first. Ha! You're on? No, but seriously, what's with the sudden hubbub? So, she didn't come home? Big deal. I thought wandering off was her whole thing. Right? That's just Grushkiv Skaya for ya. But her parents just want some attention. Like they need any more of that? I mean, I've heard of some weird cases. Yeah, never say never. Crazy is genetic. I don't know what voice I gave this guy now. You think she's in some crack house now? No way. Do we even have any? They don't make jokes about crack houses. I wish. At least we'd be some... Oh wait. I wish. At least there'd be something fun to do. Don't do drugs, kids. It's bad for you. Honestly? Hey. But she's like, for sure with that guy, right? The guy? You don't know? Bunch of people have seen them together. It's some older dude. He's like 30 or something. Ew. You serious? Yeah. It's so trashy. I slowly walk behind my classmates as we head to the next lesson. As we think about it, wouldn't that mean she's kidnapped? She's probably kidnapped. It's irritating. Their conversation is ticking me off. I'm not sure why. It's not as if they aren't making sense. It's not usually for Ira to wander off somewhere on her own. It's because if someone's missing, it's gonna take you off because they're making jokes about someone going missing or getting kidnapped or dying or stuff like that. They're dumb. Stupid kids. I'm not treating this news with any real gravity. I just had a pizza, so I'm kind of burpy right now. Really, I'm no better than them. You're the main character, you are better than them. Hopefully we're the main character. There is a trace of worry in my head, but it isn't directly towards Ira. Instead, when I first heard about this disappearance, the thought that flickered into my mind was rather ugly. We gonna see something bad? No, nobody will come to save me. What? Are we in danger? I doubt so. Gross. But regardless of what people are saying, and regardless of what I personally think, that's still a missing person. Her poor parents must be worried. Be so worried. Just picturing it makes me feel glum. I'm not surprised Ira would just run off somewhere without telling anybody, but still. It's not like we've ever been friends. It would be stranger if I acted all torn up about it, right? She's just that kind of person. Always getting herself in trouble. Always hanging out in places she's not supposed to be at. They're right. This wouldn't be the first time Ira left, for God knows where. But is it really true? The stuff they said about that older man? I've never seen or heard anything like that. Even though this whole time, I suppose it's plausible, knowing how some girls are. Even so, I'd never had thought Ira would be the type to be love-struck like that. Love-struck. Huh. When I put it that way, then it's almost... yeah. It's most definitely cute. Ira. And love. Forbidden love, too. Wow. I'd never have guessed. I never took that girl for a romantic. But she is a girl at the end of the day. What's that supposed to mean, buddy? And she does like those types of books, so perhaps she was planning to elope all along? Oh, crap. Crap. That's all so complicated. It's also so complicated, sorry. I'm really torn on this, I really am. Oh no. On one hand, it's super romantic. Such beautiful young love with no regards for what anyone thinks. It's so incredible. It's incredibly cute. Yes, that makes sense. Kind of weird though. What is her age? But on the other hand, I'm really sad. It's selfish and it's dumb, but if Ira is really gone, it's like I've got nothing to hope for anymore. What, are we in love with her? Did we want to go on a date with her? Who's the Vadim? Hey, Shabina! Huh? You know anything about this? No. Oh, wait, no. Why would I? Well, you two were pretty close, right? Their whole group chuckles. We weren't. No? No, not at all. Really? Really, I thought you two were dykes. What does dykes mean? What? They all erupt in laughter. We weren't, we didn't even talk. Vadim, you dumbass. Grushevsky is... whatever. Grushevskia? Screwing the old guy, she ain't that like that. I don't know, some chicks swing both ways. You never know these days. This guy seems like a kind of a jerk. I don't. It's... Look at her face. Chill out, Shabina. We're just kidding, jeez. This is when you take an anvil and smack him over the head with it. Why are you getting so scared anyways? You really a lesbo or something? Oh, that's what I meant. I'm not. I just keep laughing. What can I even say to this? No matter what I do, they just keep laughing. If Ira came in through the door right now and heard what they were saying, all hell would break loose. I mean, she only disappeared a day ago. She's probably just coming late today. She doesn't even know there's a missing report. Maybe she has already left her lover's place. Maybe she's trudging through the snowy schoolyard as we speak. No. She's already inside. She's already left her wet, puffy jacket in the cloakroom. What's a cloakroom? Coat room? And now she's going down the corridor, up the stairs to the left. That's right, she's coming. She's gonna storm in any minute now. Right, that's it. I hear her. I can hear her footsteps. She's coming. Ira's coming. What's with that face? You look like you're holding in a shit. She's totally a lesbo. I'm not. I've never talked to her, I told you. Oh, are we playing as this character? I think we're playing as this character. The steps walk past the classroom. Now they're closer. They don't sound like her at all. They never sound like her in the first place. Can we smack this guy in the face? Well, maybe not with her, but like in general? Yeah, you don't have a boyfriend, right, Shabina? Why's that? Huh? I don't know. Dude, look at her. Be real. Come on, don't say that. What do you want? To be her boyfriend? Hey, Shabina, want to go out with Igor? Igor should just... Oi! What? Come on, he's a great guy. Nah, you guys are just bullies. Bullies deserve to go down. Right, Igor? His name's stupid, Igor. Who wants to be known as Igor? No offense to anyone named Igor. This Igor's bad. No one likes him. Vadim? No one likes him either. You treat her right. Piss off, man. Piss off. Wait. Piss off, man. I'm not doing this. Oh, shut the hell up, you two. Silence. I bite my tongue. Oh yeah, we're playing as our Tisk. There I go again. Bad habit. It's not like it works anyway, so why do I keep doing it? I plop down at my desk and start mindlessly flipping through the textbook. I need to stop indulging fantasies like that. It just makes me feel stupid every time. If Ira came in through that door and beat them up right then and there, would it really help my case? They'd probably keep saying those same things behind her back and to my face. I guess it really wouldn't be for the worse. Yeah, I shouldn't have wished for that. If Ira saw that, it would just add fuel to the fire. So it's a good thing that she didn't interfere. It's a good thing. It's really a good thing. A great thing. Yeah. At least... Oh wait, that was her, sorry, my bad. Huh. At least these guys don't bother me for the rest of the day. Everyone too preoccupied with gossip. I can't focus on studying either. I keep thinking. The last time I saw Ira, the teacher says her parents saw her leaving in the morning. But she didn't show up to class. 'Cause she's kidnapped or she's dead in a ditch, in the snow, behind a tree, over a bridge. Am I wrong? I don't think I am. Who should be in a ditch is those guys. That part's nothing new. Ira has always had a bad attention record. So I assumed she skipped as usual and went to see what that man they talked about. Did she go to him right away? Because in that case, yesterday evening. What happened yesterday? Go home, Azia. The teacher's office. Was it? I'm kind of scared to go straight to the police, but I shouldn't. I should probably report that. I'm gonna burp. Not sure if it will be of any help. And for some reason, the idea of telling anyone what I saw, something about it just doesn't sit right with me. But there's no logical reason for that. I need to get over myself. Do the right thing. Tell the police. Report it to the police. Report it to someone. So then we can figure out if her body's in a ditch by the old man. Sure, she's probably fine. I know that. Freaking everyone knows that. But if she's not well, I'm gonna regret it big time. Oh, but I might also be tearing star-crossed lovers apart. If Ira really ran away to be with someone that she cares about so deeply away from society, ridiculous. Radical, ridiculous, that word. Would it really be right to ruin it? Yes, it is. Crap! I have to admit, I'm also a little judgmental. I mean, it's really beautiful. I do believe that judging love like that is ugly. But whenever I start to consider it closely, I just can't brush off how much older that man is. I just can't. I'm really no better than the rest. Wait, that's it. So that's why I don't want to tell anyone about what I saw. It must be the good in me screaming, don't ruin their good fortune. They're probably so happy together right now. That's none of your business. Tell the police before it gets worse, before we find her in a ditch. Gosh, yes, that must be it. That explains everything. Should I follow my heart then? Should I keep silent? Do I make a choice? It's not as if what I had seen will make any difference. What have you seen? It was kind of inconsequential.
What did you see? I don't know. Tell me so I can at least give a good decision.
There's no point in telling anyone about it at all.
There is no point. You're the last person to see her. She needs to be rescued because there's clearly some crazy person with a mask on.
It's not the kind of information that points to any particular location or culprits. Not that there is one. So let's keep silent. Everyone will be happy. It'll be happy. The good irrational me will be happy, and the cold, responsible me will be happy as well. No, tell the truth. Tell someone about it before we find her in a ditch. Yep. Good job, Isia. You solved it. It sure is nice to have a clean conscience. Well, no need to loaf around here any longer. Guess I better head home. No, we're gonna tell someone. What the heck? Counterpoint! What if... And bear with me here. What if Ira is actually missing? Big... Shocker. Despite all odds, there's always a possibility that she is in danger. That's why we should tell someone. If there's even the tiniest chance that my report will help in finding her, then that info is worth providing. Exactly. And if she really did elope with her beloved, then my testimony won't change a thing. It's worthless. At worst. ... That's true. This music's pretty good. If I carefully weigh the pros and cons, that off chance of Ira being in danger, I can just call her Ira, that's easier to say, being in danger, and my words being the key to solving her makes for a stronger argument. Whoa. My words being the key to saving her. Whoa. Wow, yeah. That would be so amazing. What is that? What is that? Is that flowers? And then I'd come and visit her in the hospital and she wouldn't know how to thank me. She'd say I shouldn't have. She'd say, I told you to leave me alone, dummy. But then I'd just shake my head and respond, it's nothing. I was just doing what I was supposed to. No, I gotta come up with something cooler. I'll need to think about that. Wait. Why is she in the hospital? Do I hope Ira ends up in the hospital? That is a very terrible thing to think about. Geez, of course not. I don't need my freaking testimony to save her. I hope my testimony is useless because she's already home. Or is calling home, telling her parents how happy she is with the love of her life. That's what I hope for. She's kidnapped. Please, we need to find her. I just keep having stupid thoughts today. At least I know what I should do now. I've made my decision. I'm going to the teacher's office, where Was it again? I doubt they expect anyone to come. I'll probably look kind of silly. Wouldn't be the first time. Is this like the self-conscious? I can't remember the proper word. It's like doubt and stuff is bothering you. Well, who cares? Walking. Down the staircase, to the right, down the hall. There. That's the teacher's office. Oh. A girl. Who is this? There's a girl standing there right by the door. I think I've seen her before. Where's she from? Is she an upperclassman? Our town is really tiny, and so is our school. If I were a better person, I would have known her name. She turns to look at me. Hi, how you doing? I forgot my name, so... You like, Have you seen a movie lately? I'm not sure what she is expecting, so I nod a little. Oh, is there a queue? A queue? To the office. Oh. Oh, no. I'm just waiting for someone. Ah, okay. Hey. What? You're Izia, right? Yes. How did you know? That's kind of a loaded question. How do we know anything? I mean, it's not like we have lots of faces to remember here. You know me too, right? Yeah! Sorry. Really? Yeah. That's what I was talking about. It's not that I don't care to remember everyone's name. I just don't know where other people get them from. They say that in tiny cities like this, everyone knows each other, but that's just not true. That is not true. Give me a second. No, I'm not gonna sneeze. We learn about the people outside of our immediate circle through gossip and common friends. But I haven't made any new ones since the day Tosca left. And gossip. Sure, sometimes I overhear my classmates chatting about this and that. Gossiping is bad. Don't do it. But I don't like listening to them. I don't like their voices, so I try not to pay them too much attention, especially with those other guys. So classmate A, B, C, and D, they're useless. Especially A and that other guy. Wait, when I put it like that, it kind of does sound like my fault. It's not your fault, it's fine. My point is, when people regurgitate that idea of everyone knows everyone, the world, everyone doesn't include me. The word doesn't include me. My name's Marina. Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. You got something to share about? Oh my god, Grushkivaskya? How did you know? What do you mean, how? We had an announcement, same as you. They told us to report to the teachers and all. I see. For some reason I thought they only broke the news to us. Yours. Okay, that's right. Classmates. But it makes sense they'd at least give the upperclassmen a heads up just in case they happen to know her. I gotta have a sip of water, give me a quick second. Which means... you also know something about Ira. Yep. Oh, that's great! So you talked to the teachers already? Sure did. Wow. And what did you tell them? Tisk. I like this character, she's kind of cute. That's between me and the investigation. You can't just spout info like that out to the open, Asia. The walls got ears. So, that's true. The walls do got ears. Don't tell anyone anything if it's a secret. I understand. Sorry. Okay, well, you don't have to apologize. Crap. I'm making an awful first impression. No, you're not. You're doing fine. Not only did I not know her name like I was supposed to, but now I look like I don't know the first thing about vigilance. It's okay. You're a nice person. That's all that matters. Hopefully you're a nice person, actually. Who am I kidding? I really don't. I'll just go in then. Marina suddenly blocks my path. No, you won't. Excuse me? What do you mean, no, I won't? I'm sorry? Yeah, what do you mean? Why are you just blocking the door? I'm allowed to give information. You're not the only one who's allowed to give information. You're not telling them anything. She gestures with her finger to the tact of each syllable. Why? Because a bad feeling stirs up in my chest. Please don't tell me it's gonna be the same thing as my classmates. Is this because I acted rude? I didn't mean to. Well, I never mean to. You're doing fine. She's being rude. I just can't help it, can I? We just met and I've already managed to mess everything up. She can't stop us. Listen, one quick body check, she's going down. You're gonna get through. Damn it. I desperately search her face for signs of mockery, but weirdly, I can't find any. I've been waiting for you. Why? What? Huh? Surprised? Of course I am. No, wait. This has to be some stupid ruse. I'm going to believe this girl and then she'll just laugh in my face about it. I'm serious. Ira told me about you. Really? Yeah. Oh gosh, they talked about me. Wow. I'm shocked Marina is being as friendly as she is, considering the kind of description Ira could give. Wait, does this mean she is a friend of Ira's? For some reason, I never thought about her having any, at least not at school. That was really presumptuous of me. Oh my god, reading is hard. I wonder what Ira's like when she's with friends. I know you saw her yesterday. I figured you'd want to report it, so I ran here as soon as class ended. I as classes ended. I guess it would be easier to catch you between lessons, but I got so caught up in all of these stupid rumors, I kinda slipped my mind. She knows. But hey, what matters is that it all worked out. As in, what do you mean worked out? So why are you stopping me? Well, Marina looks around the empty corridors before lowering her voice. If you tell them about yesterday, you'll make everything worse. Oh my god, she's on a date with an old man. Huh? Let's not talk about this in front of the office, okay? Come on, let's go. She takes a step back and beckons me with her hand. I'm not sure what she has in mind, but it doesn't seem like a prank. Still, wait. I know Ira's probably fine, but isn't it better to play it safe? The faster we share all we know with everyone, the... Quiet, you! I just said that we shouldn't talk about this stuff where the adults can hear. What? Marina grabs my hand and starts dragging me down the corridor. Why? She's not exactly being quiet either. All of my stumbled protests sound so weak they might as well be white noise to the other girl. Yes, I spent half the day doubting whether I should report it at all, so what? I carefully examined my options and came to my own conclusion. I deserve to see it through. I deserve to testify. But some part of me is relieved that the ultimate choice was made for me. I mean, that silly gut feeling I thought I overcame with reason has come out on top. Dang. So there was something to it in the end. So I was all, what the heck? So I was right. My heart was right. Sure, I can't actually know that since I'm yet to hear that Marina has to say. But there can't be pure chance, can there? But this can't be true. And if it's not, what does it actually hinge on? Marina show up because the world needed to stop me for the sake of something more important? I think not. Or did Marina show up because ISIS subconsciously wished for something, for anything to stop me? Whatever it was, I guess I don't mind this after all. I think I'll stick to grander narrative angles from the time being. I think I'll stick to grander narrative angle for the time being. What do you mean? The world behind itself, to the will of some worthless... I'm not going to say that because I don't know what it means. Is a preposterous idea. But it wouldn't be the first time for me, would it? And the fact that the world, for any reason, has decided to guide me towards the right path, that's so endlessly sweet. Are we sure we're not going to die? Down the stairs, to the lobby, to the coat room. Oh, coat room, yeah. I don't resist anymore. Marina drags me along, and I can feel my doubt turning to excitement. This is definitely the right path. This girl knows about Ira. I want to know more about Ira too. The whole wide world wants me to know. Fate is a bitch sometimes. I'm drinking water. Is that the game? Episode 1. How long is this game? What the? I'm gonna put down my water now because we're on chapter 1. Okay. What the hell is your problem? Everyone is looking from Ira to Gurren to the chair that just crashed on the floor next to the boy, barely missing him. Grushkiva, the fuck? Is she insane? Somebody call the teacher! Not paying any mind to the commotion that was filled the classroom, Ira storms towards Garen. Her face is contorted with rage. This is nice art, actually. I really like the character designs. Before she can react, she rips the notepad from his hand and slams it and slams it on my desk. I hastily grab onto it. Read that again, and I'll kick your teeth in. Huh? Are you nuts? Kick his teeth in. Ira doesn't respond. For a second, she just glares at him, then turns around and stomps back to her desk. The classmates who were caught up in a laughter fit just a moment ago are now watching her in silence, bewilderment. They scoot out of her way as she retrieves her bag, then heads towards the door. Crazy bitch. Shut the fuck up. She ignores him. Good. Grushkia, where are you going? Bump. Hey! Ira forcefully pushes past the teacher. You! Grushkiva! What do you think you're doing? Your parents will hear about this. Her threat falls on deaf ears. I hate teachers. Teachers don't care about anything but themselves. Everyone knew Grushkiva. She's always been like that, I think. No, not throwing chairs around. Ira had no regard for the rules that everyone's supposed to follow. I don't know his name. I guess they called someone like her a problem child. There was no problem children. They only need guidance. Her parents got a lot of flack for it. It's only normal in a town like ours, not just because of its small size, but because of its, let's say, exclusivity. Are these artwork, or are these like real pictures taken from the real world? I'm gonna cough. I'm a bit sick. Vorkuta 5 prides itself on its virtually non-existent crime rate. It's the natural consequence of nobody being allowed to enter or exit without a permit. This kind of feels like the game Papers, Please. Have you guys ever heard of Papers, Please? It was a cool game. You know, you do be like, welcome to our Slotska, and stuff like that. You're lucky to be here, to have a salary higher than the national average, to have access to good people in the neighborhood towns can't even dream of. Few get afforded such privilege. Last time I checked, our population hasn't even hit 6,000. That is not too many people then. So when someone like Ira appears on this tiny society's radius, she's not just seen as a delinquent. She's a puzzling stain on a community that's meant to be spotless. There is no such thing as spotless. You're fine the way you are. Like a weed that sprouts in a painstakingly maintained flower garden. I'm allergic to weeds. Of course, it's not as if she had appeared out of thin air. It's all in the family, they say. The blame falls on the people responsible, that is, on Ira's parents. Any questions begin to arise. Why is Greshkia's, I'm burping right now, daughter behaving like this? Is there trouble at home? Do they believe this is acceptable? Do they not teach her discipline? Do they not understand how fortunate they are? They've been granted... I don't know who's talking. Anyways, it's the main character thinking, isn't it? Granted so much, yet they can't do the bare minimum in raising their own child. Do they really want to be here? Do we want them to be here? Free world. You got the free choice to make your own decisions. No one gets to choose your fate but you. I've heard a lot of talk about this, about that, like that. I've heard a lot of talk like that. I've heard more after Ira threw the chair at Garen. No one likes Garen anyways. I didn't get away. Oh wait, I didn't get why. Everyone was just having fun, and it was my fault for bringing the notebook anyway. I was hoping to write a little in the library when school was done, but my bag slipped and all of my contents scattered on the floor. Of course they would get curious about it. Of course they'd want to read the silly things I wrote. It's not a big deal. It's not like I've ever taken poetry or drawing very seriously. Those are just fun distractions, nothing more. If people laugh, well, what's it matter to me? I couldn't wrap my head around it. I couldn't, but I still wanted to think Ira somehow cared about me, right? She rarely shows up to school. And even when she does, she can just leave at random. I couldn't get a hold on her for a long time because of that. Well, that... And also, I was really scared. Ira has never... Ira has never as much as looked at me. My throat is getting all messed up from reading so much. Whew. Even when she lashed out at Garen, it was like I weren't even there. Yeah, but she was defending you. It was nice. But it's better to defend someone. No one should fight alone. But 2 weeks after the incident, it finally happened. We crossed paths. I went to the bathroom during some lesson. I think it was math? Yeah, no one likes math anyways. What are you going to use algebra for? Finding the right angle of a triangle. I came in through the door. She's smoking! As in smoking, as in like smoking a cigarette. And there she was, blowing white smoke through the half-open window. This is amazingly drawn. I like it. That sounded weird, actually. This is amazingly drawn. It's very nice. I love art. I love art so much. I didn't even know she was at school. Oh, hi. Ira shot me a disinterested look. ... Hi. I awkwardly scuttled past her to one of the stalls. After closing the door, I realized I was so nervous I couldn't do any of my business. So I just sat there, thinking about how I should approach her. It's not like I had some long conversation or formalities in mind. You can start with this. Hey, you smoke. Wait, hey. Smoking's bad. You're gonna kill your lungs. You shouldn't smoke. She'll probably hate us if we say that, though. I just wanted to say thanks. In theory, it should have been easy. But wouldn't that make me look like a weirdo, too? Assuming she did all that for me. That would just make me look self-centered. No, it wouldn't. Is the wording blurry on the recording? Hopefully not. I had no idea how much time had passed while I was in the stall. Looks blurry to me, but that could just be because of the recording size. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe 20 seconds. But when I heard what sounded like her getting off the windowsill, I swung open the door and... Wait! Huh? That was not awkward whatsoever. I think that was one of the best moves you could have made. I froze up. She stood next to the window, bag in hand. The cold draft wafted through her hair. I had to say something. I got this rare chance. The world gave me this rare chance to tell her what I wanted. But what am I supposed to say? Can I thank you? After I just tumbled out of the toilet stall? Yes. What? She raises an eyebrow. I just stood there with my mouth hopelessly open, as if I'd just gone mute, as if every word in the... Oh, this is Russian! Russia! Thank you for telling me this. Russian dictionary got wiped from my brain. So we're in Russia. You gonna say anything? Whatever. No, wait. Please. I took a step towards her and she jolted away like I were a leper. I didn't know what I would say or ask. I just knew I had to say something, even if it was the first thing that popped to my mind. What? What the hell do you want? Isn't it cold? Huh? Perfect line! The perfect line to say to someone, isn't it cold? The window still, when you sat smoking there right by the window. I thought, weren't you cold like that? She blinks. Okay, we gotta salvage this moment. Not really. She thinks we're weird. Maybe a little. She doesn't think we're weird. Thought so. Just two people talking in the bathroom. Anything else? No. I mean, yes, I'm sorry that you got in trouble. Huh? Well, I figured you... I heard you got into a lot of trouble after that. You know, when Garin read my stupid poetry. I'm sorry for that. She eyed me with several seconds, which to me felt like an eternity. Are we gonna die? She then sighed and slowly flipped her hair back. And why are you apologizing? That had nothing to do with you. Well, I guess not. Her voice was getting on my nerves. Wait, sorry. His voice was getting on my nerves. Okay. I see. I looked down at the tiled floor. I knew that was the case, of course. It's not like I was hoping Ira jumped in to defend my honor or something of the sort. She's lying. She defended your honor. It still counts. It's a good story so far. I want to thank her regardless of intent, but no matter how hard I thought, I tried to word it, everything just came out sounding awkward or wrong. Why does this always happen? The soles of her boots squeaked against the floor. She spun around and walked towards the door. Oh my god, I ate too much today. Towards the door, and this time I made no attempt to stop her. We could literally say, smoking's bad, you're gonna die of lung cancer or something like that. Your poetry isn't stupid. Slam. I stood there dumbfounded. Did she just say that? Did I hear it right? Your poetry isn't stupid? Your poetry isn't stupid, it's perfect. What is that? I don't know. Does that mean she likes it? Let me check the time. Damn. No, I've been playing for too long. Ira likes my poetry. Ira Grush. I'm just gonna say Ira. Ira. The bell rang and snapped me out of my short-term stupor. I shook my head. Right, I need to get back to class. To the classroom. I doubt Ira was going to be at the next lesson. I washed my hands from nothing in particular. Wash your hands for good luck. Oh. Weeks passed. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then to the library or for a walk, and then when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Night after night. World after world. Water break. Huh? My notebook. I have nowhere to put my water. I'm literally placing my water on the floor while reading this. This is awesome. I just left to get a snack from the cafeteria. What snack you get? Where did I go? Did it go? Not this guy. Oh, Sabina! We borrowed your homework for a second. You don't mind, right? It's fine. Thanks! By the way, is this supposed to be you? He lifts a scrap of paper up to me. Oh no. I forgot I left it in there. No? It's just a drawing. Yeah. You sure? It really looks like you if you were pretty. It's not me. Whatever you say. Can we just, give him a good punch in the stomach, punch in the head? Have you ever watched Death Note? There was a guy in the show where it's like, who would always fight against the bullies. He was awesome. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me whenever it's called bullying. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. Yeah, because she could easily come in, whoop their asses, send them to Davy Jones' locker, and move on with our lives. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks. I don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. Something told me she'd say none of your business if I did. And she'd be right. But even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I started doing it when I was walking home from school or to the store or just wandering the streets killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started to take new routes. It's embarrassing to think about it now. But... Huh? Ira! She just walked past me in the corridor. No! Not even a nod, not even a look in my direction. I guess I didn't exactly stand out in a crowd, but no, it's my fault for mumbling. I should have spoken louder, even though it took all of my courage just to mutter that much. Even though I definitely think she should have heard it. Hey, Vadim. What? Remember when I gave you 50 kopecks? Kopecks? Is that money? Can I have it back? Huh? 50 kopecks? When was that again? Last Friday. Jesus. You remember things like that? This guy is a... what am I trying to say? This guy stinks! Can I have it back? Man, I don't even remember taking it. Who cares? Actually, there was a time in school I gave this guy money and stuff. Never returned it. Never give money to people. Especially people you can't trust. They will take advantage of you. Don't do it. You sure you're not making this up? To you, I would say I need 100 back. Maybe you gave it to someone else. Yeah, someone called Vadim. No, it was you. Jeez, I don't freaking know. What? It's half a ruble, Sabina. Who gives a shit? I give a shit. It's money. Okay. Who gives a shit? We're gonna take, you see your finger? We're gonna take one finger for every 50 ruble. Yeah, why do you care so much? Cause it's money. It's money. It's not your money. We needed the money for food or something. It's stupid.
to even say, why do you even care so much? Because if classmate A gave you money, he would be like, where's my money? Where's my money? And then you'd be like, oh my god, I thought you didn't care about money.
So petty. We need to lock these people up. We need to lock them up good. You probably just lost it or something. If I had a camera right now, you'd just see me slowly looking to the camera and going, did I? My eyes keep snapping to the doorway. It's empty, of course. What am I waiting for? Even if she showed up, what would she do? Mug him in front of everyone? Yeah, that would actually be better than... No, not even mugging him. Destroy his elbow or something. Break his hand off would be awesome. That would be really funny. Hey. Chair. Stop thinking like that. Thinking that. Maybe he really did forget. Who knows? No, he did not forget. He and his buddies are bad people. But we shouldn't be upset. It's not that much. You could go grocery shopping with that, but... See, grocery shopping! If we could go grocery shopping with that, then it's more important than what you think it could be! But it's not the end of the world. It's not actually... I'm not exactly starving. Lately I've been eating too much junk anyways. Yeah, maybe if I eat less of this stuff, my skin will clear up. That'd be nice. Why does this guy keep talking? Z.A.T O, you don't even use makeup at all, right? No, I don't. We're not allowed to, though. What are you saying? They all this is how this guy sounds. What are you saying? They all allowed it last year. Really? Nobody's gonna send you home for it. Oh. That's good, I guess. These girls rarely talk to... Oh, those are girls? Oh, my bad. They're usually pretty nice, though. At least when they're not joking along with the guys. I think one of them likes Vadim. She laughs a lot whenever he says anything to me. I suppose we have very different senses of humor. Yeah, one's called bad sense of humor. One's called a good person humor. There's one where you're making fun of others, laughing at other people's expense, which is bad. Don't do it. But you never tried it before, yeah? Makeup? No, never. Seriously? You're like 15 already. 14? Same thing? You gotta learn to do it at some point. No, you don't. Especially with that complexion. You know what? If I had to look at you compared to her, she looks way better than you'll ever be in the world. Well, I'm not really... Hey, how about we help you out? No. Yeah. Just some light makeup. You'll see what it's like. I don't know. Come on, it's gonna be fun. Don't peer pressure her. Yeah, you're gonna love it. Alright, but... Yay! Come here then. Dude, can we just sock him? I don't think people do unpleasant things They do unpleasant things on purpose. Nobody wakes up in the morning with the goal to make somebody feel bad. So many people do that because they're bad people. No one likes them. No one will love them in their life. They are losers for a reason. I really believe that. If someone is doing something hurtful, they don't fully understand it. Yeah, because they're dumb. So I shouldn't wish bad things on people who don't really know they're being mean. Well, okay, in general, you shouldn't wish bad things on people in general, but... You know. I shouldn't wish for Ira to appear and interrupt them, or to scream at them, or punish them, or anything. I can still hear everyone laughing as I run out to the corridor. I'm convinced covering my face. I don't need any teachers seeing me like that. At least the toilet's closed, so I can wash this mess off quickly. And Ira's gonna be there, and she's gonna be like, "What happened?" But I should stop falling for those pranks. But so sorry. I left my face up without thinking. Oh no. The hell? Ira jerks away from me. I can't blame her. I must look like an insane person. Yeah, I look awful. God, I can't handle her looking at me like this. I'm sorry. Huh? I ran past her. Run. I just need to get to the restroom. I just need to wash it off. What does it look like? After about a month, reality had drawn on me. I kept telling myself that Ira's actions had nothing to do with me. She told me that much, and in no uncertain terms. There's like something stuck in my throat right now. She said that, and I kept repeating it again and again and again and again. But I didn't believe it. On some level, I still held on to the faint hope that Ira pitied me. That she cared about me for God knows what reason. Why pity you? No, really, what was the reason? Her lashing out at the classmate she found any annoying. One who just so happened to make fun of me. Her not joining in. Her telling me she liked my writing. She didn't even say that much. She said they weren't stupid. But that means a lot. Vadim. Oi! 3 coins clink against my desk. 20. 20? 10. So he remembered. There. Thanks for the unforgettable... What? There, thanks for the unforgettable night. Everyone around erupts in snickers. Hey, you're a cheap Punch this man in the face, punch everyone in the face, kick them out, throw them out the window. Yeah, free later? Oh my. Ha ha ha. Very funny. Oh, please, Shabina, get a sense of humor. It's not a sense of humor. It's called being a dick, and I don't appreciate you. Your face is dragging down the class morale. You know what else is... That's right. You know what else is dragging down the class morale? You and your buddies. You all should just jump out the window. Just go out the window. You disgust me. You're doing us all a disservice. Think of your classmates for once. I let myself believe something would change. I thought about it as if I deserved it, as if I didn't have it good enough before, as if my life had any real problems. I was just being greedy, plain and simple. No, you weren't. Getting my hopes up over some silly coincidence. It's all so stupid I can't help but laugh. But that's okay. I know better now. I was being ridiculous. It's shameful to admit to it, but better late than never, right? I got a little too caught up in my own little world. And hey, even if they didn't amount to anything, I can still appreciate those little encounters with Ira from what they were brief but wonderful moments. I could reminisce fondly about the one time I lucked out and saw Garin all scared and confused, or that one time somebody gave my work a compliment, be backhanded as it was. I could do that. Because everyone does that. Everyone has those little things that they look back on with a smile. It's beautiful in its own way. Is it not? Our whole lives are a series of episodes, both good and bad. It doesn't matter if they grow into a bigger story, because each moment has a lot of merit of its own. It's something I should learn to be content with. It's something I've been perfectly content with until now. Until I decided that what I had wasn't enough. Speaking objectively, what is there to complain about? No, seriously. I live in the prettiest part of our vast country. I have a comfortable roof over my head and even my own room. I have 2 living parents. I have wonderful hobbies to enjoy, paper to write on, books to read, TV to watch. I buy myself treats almost every day after I'm done with school. I have good grades and teachers tell me I have great potential. My classmates also recognize how studious I am. I help them with their studies when they ask me to. That's right. I've got classmates that I can always talk to. These classmates are dipshits. Guys I can laugh along with, even if their jokes don't always land. Even if my sense of humor isn't the best, your sense of humor is fine. Their sense of humor sucks. All of this, I have all of this. Right here, right now. Everything that a girl my age could ever ask for. So why did I act as if that wasn't enough? Why the... I didn't get to finish that. You idiot! Huh? What? That's a nice jacket. Why the hell do you always go along with some bullshit? I'm so... Ira looks like she's going to slap me, but instead swings her boot against a snow hill. I like that jacket. Look how puffy it is. She then turns to me and starts roughly swiping clumps of snow stuck to my coat. My whole body feels slightly numb. When I start to speak, my voice comes out weaker than expected. Ira? How did you know I was here? Doesn't matter. I heard that asshole Garen giggling about it. Can you stand? Yeah. I clumsily get up, my limbs feel rigid. I know you shouldn't sit on concrete when it's cold. Why? It's because it could freeze? I wouldn't normally... But there was nothing else to sit here near the school's back entrance, and my legs were starting to get tired. I half-heartedly shake the snow off my skirt and tights. Oh, I see why. The flakes fall gently on the ground below. I look at Ira. Her face is, the word concern flashed in my head, but I've already learned I'm no good at judgments like that. I shouldn't be presumptuous. It's a bad habit of mine. I shouldn't flatter myself. I shouldn't. Stop saying I shouldn't. You should. But the question escapes before I manage to cut myself short. So why are you here? What do you mean, why? I really like this art style. I told you, Garen was bragging about slipping you that stupid letter. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Well, this doesn't have anything to do with you, does it? As soon as I say that out loud, I realize I messed up. I really did. Now she's going to punch me. Ira's going to punch me for real. She's going to punch me and then never speak to me again. I don't even say sorry. I just brace myself for the incoming blow. Physical, verbal, I don't care. I've earned it. No, not really. I'm confused. It doesn't concern me at all. It's just annoying. Is that so? Yeah. He pissed me off. And you pissed me off too. Ah. I don't freaking get you. You know, it wasn't real. There's no way you believe that, right? Right? I didn't believe it. I'm not that stupid. Wait, sorry, was that? Can I go back? No, I can't. I looked down at the moist and crumbling letter I forgot I was still holding. It's the oldest trick in the book. A love letter prank. Really? Who would fall for that? Oh. Why would we go if it's... Oh, I get it. I stare at that shriveled up piece of paper and something about its whole existence feels extremely sad to me. You wanna burn it? Huh? I have matches. Oh. No thanks. It's wet anyways. I fold the letter and shove it into my pocket. It will get damp inside, but I don't care. I can't throw it away. A fake confession is still a confession in the end. Those words didn't choose to be written insincerely. Yes, they did. It's okay. Even if this whole thing isn't real. I met Ira today. Ira came? After all these weeks of praying, Ira came. Thank you. I smile at her even after I said I had come to terms with it. No, right. As I was saying it to myself and to the world, I knew that I was lying. So it's like a romance, like a little romance visual novel. It's pretty good, actually. I couldn't throw away that last dumb scrap of hope I had. That small, involuntary thought that crept into my mind whenever I felt slightly lonelier than usual. Even if it took so long, she finally came. I didn't do anything, really. Flustered. Ira's flustered. Is she flustered? Really? That's cute. That's just so cute. Huh? What's with you? Alright. I'm grinning like an idiot. Sorry. I'm fine. Whatever. I'm going home. What? Already? Ira gives me a quick once over. You take care. Yeah, okay. Okay, bye. This is a good This is good! I don't know why. I sound like a goddamn maniac right now. We have at each other and I wish her disappear. Wait. We wave to each other and I watch her disappear behind the corner. I hesitate. Maybe I shouldn't. It feels like there's still so much I want to say to her. I don't know what or why, but I just know that it's a lot. I turn and walk a couple steps in the direction of my home. No. Change my mind. I run back. Crap, my legs are still so stiff. I turn the same corner Ira passed not even a minute ago, and she's already gone. I sigh. The snow here isn't deep enough to leave clear footprints. Not that I'd be prepared enough to follow. Why does she always leave in such a rush? It's okay. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then to the library, or for a walk, and then when it got dark, I headed home, day after day. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me whenever they happened. My thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during break. I don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. Something told me she'd say, "None of your business," if I did. And she'd be right. But even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. What is this, save? Q save? Q load? Save? Not just when I was being laughed at. I did it when I was walking home from school or to the store or just wandering the streets killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started to take new routes. And as naive as it was to behave that way, I kept doing it. Again and again. Walked and walked, praying and praying. Disc. Do you assholes ever shut up? Huh? Oh, this bitch. Nobody saw Yuri enter the class. Everyone was too busy whistling and laughing. And she caught me in a really dumb pose. Well, that's on me. I wouldn't have chosen Dare if I knew she'd see me like that. Though, closing truth when playing with those guys, I'm not sure what's worse. Oh well. I'm saying all this, but I got what was coming to me. I chose to embarrass myself, and as I did so, I kept begging, wishing as hard as I could for her to appear. And so she did. And now, despite the overwhelming shame, I feel so happy that I might explode. Ira walks to her desk, barely paying me a passing glance. All the boys skirt out of her, only Garen doesn't. I'm gonna take a quick little drink, because my throat's getting all tired. Reading is hard. Not gonna edit this out because I find it fun. Music's nice though. It's calming. ... Move. No. Wait, his name's Garen or what? Vadim. I would move, buddy. What's the rush? Come play with us too. Huh? Dude, you serious? Come on. Have some fun for a change. Look, Shabina's having fun. Right, Shabina? Please don't look. Yes. See? Ira doesn't flinch. Out of my way. Or what, gonna throw a chair at me? To everyone's surprise, Ira calmly puts her bag on the nearest desk. She starts digging through it without saying a word. Garen lets out an awkward chuckle. What, got a grenade in there or something? She pulls out a gun and shoots him in the head. Boom. She looks at him. What? Swish! Whoa! Garen jumps back, bumping into another student. What the fuck? Everyone shifts away. What was that? Huh? Oh, sorry, what the fuck? What the hell? You! Something silvery shines in Yara's hand. She made a shank? It's a bow compass. Oh, it's a compass. Yara. Hey, sorry, Yara's just puzzled. Is that you serious? She doesn't say anything. The room fills with low murmuring that quickly turn into jeers. Psycho nutcase crazy bitch. Ira lowers the compass and makes her way to her desk, looking unbothered. That's just like the last time. Ira saves me without acknowledging my existence. Maybe some onlookers know. Most people think she didn't plan on helping me at all. And that's what I'm inclined to think as well. Yet, my unreasonable heart is still elated, and I'm getting some really silly thoughts. Let me do a stretch. The 2 times when Ira lashes out at Garen were the 2 times she saw him laughing at my expense. That can't be a coincidence, right? Of course it can. It was only 2 times in weeks apart. You'd be an idiot to think otherwise. Yes. I guess you're right. It's the only logical train of thought. I should agree. I would agree. If only I didn't do anything really. If only Ira didn't show up that day. It's been 2 weeks since then and I haven't stopped replaying that moment in my mind. Over and over and over and over and over. I didn't get sad about Ira ignoring me at school or anything anymore. Because in that moment I got all the justification I could ask for. It was everything that I could have hoped for. But I'm still a very greedy person. It's okay to be greedy sometimes. It's still not good enough. I still keep looking for her when I'm out. Sorry about all the clearing my throat. I'm a bit sick right now. Well, I've always been a bit sick. I always have something bothering my throat, which is really annoying for me. It's almost ridiculous how hard it can be to catch a person in a town this small. So at some point I started to wonder. I saw my classmates regularly just out and about, strolling along the main street, at the courtyard, at the community center, at the store, at the cafe. They weren't hard to run into, but it was as if Ira spent all of her free time at home, which could be the case, but didn't sound like anything. It sounded like something she would do. From what I heard and could assume, she didn't have the best relationship with her parents, spending hours on end at oh my god. Spending hours on end in a home like that every day. No, I really doubt it. I doubt that. The other more probable option was that she preferred the outskirts. Maybe she didn't want to be bothered. That sounded like her. Well, despite that being highly likely, I was hoping to do just that. Bother the heck out of her. I felt almost brave about it. Ira could totally get pissed. She could push me away. She could even attack me. Whoa. But for some reason, I really didn't think she would. My breath halted. Oh. Did we find her in the outskirts of an abandoned building, on top of an abandoned building? Hey. Hi. The vents near the Research Institute expel hot air. Expel hot air. Nobody goes here aside from the staff coming out for a smoke. I never ran into any, but the ground here is littered with cigarette butts, so that's a safe bet in my book. Don't litter, kids. It's bad. The world does not need garbage. Why is Ira here, of all places, to smoke? She's mad. Again. How many times can you buy into stupid pranks? They seriously sent you all the way here? What? No. I didn't get any letters after that. I'm just taking a stroll. A stroll? Here? Yes. Okay. Ira gives me an incredulous look. Do you like smoke? Nope. No, I don't. Why? It's a smoking area. Ah, yes. I knew that. I know that. You wanna try then? Smoking? No, thank you. Okay. She shrugs. The awkward start. I can't let it end. I can't let it end here. I need to just... And what about you, Ira? What about me? Why are you here? Were you at the institute? Yeah. Something like that? Something like that. My mom works here. She forgets her lunch sometimes. Oh, you're bringing her lunch? That's what I said. That's so sweet! I mean, it's really nice you look out for your mom. It's whatever. It's not. I know it's not. With all I've heard about her family, the fact that she still goes out of her way like that, it's really amazing. I thought of doing something like that for my parents. Has never crossed my mind. I mean, if I were told to deliver something, I would. But Ira's different. She wouldn't do something just because she was ordered to. She'd have to really care about it. Haha, crap. That proves it. Ira and I weren't cut from the same clothes. When I spend my days looking for excuses to stave off the minute I have to come home, Ira's cooking, packing lunch and carrying it to the edge of town. That goes against everything I've heard, but it makes so much sense. That's why I never hear her on the street. That's why she doesn't have the time to sit at the cafe. That's why she doesn't idle away at the community center. That's why she's such a caring person. That's why I'm such a piece of trash. No. She only said her mom forgets her lunch sometimes. Lunches are prepared in advance. It doesn't take long to get to the institute, even if you walk from the other side of town. Yes, that's true. She'd still have plenty of spare time. This doesn't work. This explanation doesn't work. Huh? Does she not exist? Ira walks back into the building. Can we follow her? Do I really need an explanation? It's none of my business. I'm not delusional as to believe we're close enough to share something like that. That'd be nice, but it's not how things work. Things work like this when Ira's in the room. Garen doesn't talk to me as much. When she isn't, I wish she would be. Oh my god, this guy again. Oh, I'm dying. Your friend's not here today. Who? Who do you think? Oh, she's not really my friend. You're Pitbull then. Pitbull? Hey, that's spot on. You can't make a harmless joke around that chick without her throwing a conniption fit. It's annoying as shit. You're annoying as shit. They think we're friends. Well, not really. But looks like they've picked up on it. Or you're reacting like that to me being used as a laughing stock. So, it wasn't just me. It's not just my wishful thinking. That's nice to hear. Even if I still don't know for sure. It's the most comforting thing I've heard out of Garen's mouth to date. At least she barely shows up. Yeah, that'll probably kick her out before New Year's with that attendance record. Good riddance. That's right. Ira can't possibly be meeting the minimal attendance requirements. I don't know about her grades, but... Wait, I don't think they can expel her. Huh? Why not? We're the only school in town. Where else is she going to go? Damn. Good point. Phew. Well, her parents can just send her away. You mean to another town? Yeah. To a relative or something. What? No. I mean now that you say that. Everyone pretended to be surprised when that happened. No. I hate how they're right. I hate that. I can see that happening. Everyone talks about it. How Ira's a nuisance in her household. It's been like that for a long time. But still, she forgets her lunch sometimes. That can't happen. No. It can't. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. They can't send her away. She can't go. She's so nice. She cares. She does. Maybe not for me, but for her family. Why would they send her away? There's just too cruel. That's just too cruel. They can't do that. If they do that, then it will all be over. If they do, then I won't. We just started. I don't know what. I can't even call it talking. I don't know what it is, but that doesn't matter. Even if she just tolerated me, even if she doesn't want anything to do with me, I don't care. This can't happen. This physically cannot happen. I raise my head and look out through the window. The snow is falling lightly on the yard. The dark pane branches sway under its weight. The long gray clouds glide placidly across the tundra, far past the faces, past the mountain ridge, so far away that I can't picture it, so far away that in my mind circles twice around the earth and comes back to the spot I'm sitting on. And this world is way too gentle. It's been too kind to an ungrateful brat like me. You're not ungrateful, you're a nice person. So if I've earned this world's good grace, why can't a person so much more deserving do the same? What does a person like that have to do? And is there anything that I can do? A bird flies past the window. Ira? What? I'm really using up all of my luck these days. Ira sits smoking in the girl's bathroom just like she did when I first talked to her. Some snowflakes blow into the room and stick on her hair. It's gotten colder. Maybe you shouldn't sit so close. I know you don't like going to class as much, but you can't really get kicked out like that. This is getting awkward. Is that why you came here? To tell me that? I know that. I'm not stupid. But I didn't think you are. Do you just really not care? Everyone says that you'll get sent away. That your parents will send you to live with a relative. Is that true? Probably, yeah. Of course it's true. I knew it was true when I asked the question. Maybe if you just cleaned up, if you stopped skipping now, then maybe you won't have to go? And if you're having a hard time with studies, I can help. We could go to the library or something, and then there's 1 month left. But it's not gonna work. I get it. My voice is shaking. It's better if I keep staring at my shoes. It's okay. That's about what I expected. Of course I knew it's pointless to cram at this point. It was just an excuse. A selfish ploy to get some scraps of Ira's time before she's gone. I wonder, did I do some... Sorry. I wonder, did I do the same when Tosia moved away? Who the heck is Tosia? It's only been 3 years, but now that I think back to it, it's also hazy. I don't know. I'm trying to think if I remember that name. I was a very different person then, I'm sure. At least I probably didn't humiliate myself like this. Hey. Thanks. No, I didn't do anything. It was a dumb suggestion. It was nice of you. Nice. Right. She doesn't know. She thinks I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. It's just not fair. She really is too good of a person. Are you not going to the toilet? Toilet? Oh, actually, since you're here, have you seen anyone hiding a diary nearby? Diary? Yes. You know, the one we use for classes? Maybe you've seen something like that lying around? Yura's expression darkens. Don't worry, we're just playing a game. I guess the guys got a little carried away. I checked the whole class in the corridors. It's probably somewhere really obvious, but I'm just no good at that kind of stuff. When I hid Igor's pencil case, they found it right away. She throws a cigarette butt out the window and hops off the windowsill. Without saying a word, Yura stomps past me, but I grab onto the edge of her dress just as she's about to leave. Wait, I said it's fine. We were playing a game. Really. I like this music. Please, don't get into more trouble because of me. I wasn't going to. Huh? I have an idea where it is. It was Garen, right? No, Shorikov. Same difference. Yeah, they're basically the same person. She walks out to the corridor. I tag behind. I'm not sure what place Ira has in mind. But... What? Ira has in mind, but it becomes immediately clear when she makes a sharp turn to the right. Wait, serious? She swings open the doors to the boys' restroom and loudly marches in. Oh! Some poor guy tumbles out, almost colliding with me. So sorry. We're sorry. He turns and shakes his head at me in disbelief. I mean, what's there to say? I follow her to the bathroom. Oh, the smell is so much worse in this one. I look around and see Ira's hand reaching above one of the stalls. Ah, there it is. My diary. Oh wait. Oh, there it is. My diary. Right, by the tiny window at the top. Ira steps on the toilet bowl. Please be careful. I'm fine. She grabs onto the flush tank secured way above. Then, using it as an anchor, she reaches for the windowsill and... Catch! Pap! I clasp the diary in my hand. It's really been here all along? I look up at Yura, who's now awkwardly trying to get down. Whoa, wow, thank you. Yeah. Oh. What? Bam. Yura almost loses her balance, but jumps just in time. The bowl makes a loud clank as she hops off. Whoa. Are you okay? Yeah. Let's get out of here. You think it's broken? Dunno, I didn't see anything. Huh, but why would I be in the men's toilet? Gross. That's true. I see. We can just pin it on the guy who ran out. Thank you again. How did you know it would be in the boys' room? You think Shorik would go into the ladies' room? No. I suspected they put it there. I just didn't have the courage to enter. You can't keep doing this. I know. I should have checked there from the start, instead of running around the whole school like a... No, you can't keep going along with it. Yeah, you gotta stand up for yourself. It was just a game. It wasn't a game. It wasn't. No, really. We were just playing around. Bullshit. You know damn well what they're doing. They're not your friends. I never said they were. then why don't you tell them to piss off for once in your life? I can't. You like being a victim that much? It won't get any better if you keep doing this. It'll only get worse. That's true. Bullies only pick on those that can't defend themselves. That's why you gotta stand up for yourself. That's why no one should fight alone. It's not that bad. And I wouldn't... I can't. I can't just say something like that to them. I'm sorry. Why the hell not? Well, it wouldn't be right, and for the love of... It's not like I never tried it before, but when I say something, they just make fun of me, and nothing changes. So freaking what? Who cares what they say? Just don't bother with them. I'm not like you. I can't just do that. I can't act like I don't care when everybody's laughing. I can't look people in the eye like that. I don't think we should have said that. And when I go along with it, at least they talk to me. And I know you're okay on your own, but So what's your plan? Huh? That's it? You're gonna spend the next 3 years like that? Seriously. She exhales sharply. She doesn't even look annoyed anymore. I get that. I'm also disappointed in myself. Asia? Yes? You know I'm leaving soon. That's right. I understand that she is getting at the unspoken rule Garen and his friends have been sticking to, holding themselves back when Ira's around. The real cowardly reason I'm so terrified of her going away. I don't know what to do. Why can't I stop? The hand she's been dealt is much worse than mine. But where am I whining and clinging to her like a leech? I should be the one helping. I should be the one telling Ira to get her act together, and yet I can't think of a single thing to give her. Write me a poem. Huh? A poem. Why? What kind of question is that? 'Cause I like them. Oh, sorry, someone's walking past my door right now. Oh, really? Really? I like them. You like them? You like my poem? Why else would I ask? I like the expression that they place on their faces. That's... So thank you very much. I mean... Yes, of course. I'll write one. Do you want it to be about something, or maybe in a specific meter? Meter? I don't care. Anything. All right. I'll think of something then. I'll try. Yeah, you do that. Ira checks her wristwatch. I gotta go. See you around, I guess. Already? I've been playing for 2 hours, oh my god. Well, I've been reading for 2 hours. Yeah, alright. See you around. Someone's walking past my door again. Who is outside? Is someone walking outside my window? No one's outside my window. She waves her hand and leaves. I watch her walking down the empty corridor. Empty. I've already stayed in school for way too long. The shadows, not showers. What the heck am I reading? The shadows stretch along the hallway, tall and dark. My heart is pounding. I should get going too. my life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. Let me open a new bottle of water, cause I'm thirsty again. Sorry about this. I just streamed this game. This game would be kind of cool. Ice River. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then to the library, or for a walk, and then when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day, night after night. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes. She vanished during breaks. Are we thinking about the past right now? I'm burping right now. And never ask where to. I kept imagining scenarios in my head, not just when I was being laughed at. I did it when I was walking home from school or to the store or just wandering the streets, killing time. Oh. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started to take new routes. And as naive as it was to behave that way, I kept doing it. Oh, we're bumping into each other. Ira! Hi. What are you doing here? Ira points to her cigarette. Oh, no. I mean, what are you doing at the center? Came to return some books. Oh, so you go to the library? What were you reading? Stuff. You don't want to say? You won't like it. Why not? Ira looks like she's really weighing down the pros and cons of exposing me to her taste in literature. Did she read something she shouldn't, like aliens? Maybe she thinks it's too dark or crass for someone like me. What does crass mean? That's kind of unfair though, isn't it? You know, the other week I finished the Plague. Is that a book? By Camus. Never read it. It's about a physician trying to save a town from an epidemic. It's very visceral, but I enjoyed it a lot. I don't read much, so I think the only books I've ever finished was the first Hunger Games book. What were the books I finished? First Hunger Games book, The Hobbit, Lord of the Flies. There was a couple others. I don't remember now. Whatever. Not sure I agree with the message though. Yeah. What was it? It was basically it's that evil is an inherent part of life. You can try warding it off, but it will never be for good. It'll never be gone for good, basically. Which is a true fact. If you ever watched Ninjago, where there is light, there is darkness, and where there is darkness, there is light. And even if you do good things in times of crisis, there will always be some greater force spiking your guns. Yeah, sounds about right. I guess there are some okay people in the world, but there's a lot more dirtbags. Yes, like our classmates. Really. That's pretty depressing way to look at it. That's how it is. I don't know if I agree. At least I've never met someone I'd call a dirtbag. You serious? Garen's right there. Garen, well, he's not that bad. He's a dirtbag. Really, I don't think he's mean. He means it. He means it. I'm sure everyone is trying the best they can. No, they're not. Most people wouldn't want to cause anyone pain, right? I actually, I think that's something Camus and I can agree on. Yeah, right. If everyone's so nice, where's all the greater evil coming from? You think it's some natural phenomenon? No, it's aliens. Of course not. There are things we perceive as painful in the moment, and there are really horrible, awful things happening every day. But I don't think it's right to call them evil. Evil's intentional. Those things don't come from bad intentions. Sadness, loneliness, misunderstanding, fear, but not evil. There was this famous judge, Dionysius, from ancient Greece, I think. Dionysus? Anyways, he said evil is not a being, for it is where it wouldn't be totally evil. Evil is not a being, for if it were, it wouldn't be totally evil. Evil has no place among being. Okay. So so Hitler's not evil. That's a good point. That's a rather extreme example, but it's not like he was born that way, was he? I mean, it wasn't his natural quality, I don't think. So, the point still stands. He grew up and became evil as hell. Evil exists, it's freaking everywhere. Just cause there's a reason for it doesn't make it better. Of course not. I just don't like when it's described as something omnipresent. Omni what? It's like, hey, we're having a great conversation with her though. We've talked about stuff. That doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is, can you see that? No, you can't. Okay, good. Born with some big evil force inside me. Sorry, one of my friends just got online. I doubt the universe is any different. What? The universe ain't a person because it's different. Well, yes, it's not. I know that. But it is a kind of being, right? Technically, the world is alive, right? I mean, since every being is pure by default, so is the universe. Because it's the idea of being itself, right? And, it's not making any sense, am I? I'm not making any sense, am I? You're not. Sorry. It's whatever. About what I'd expect. What does that mean? You're weird. You say weird things. For a second I feel a lump raising in my throat, but then I realize something. Ira doesn't look annoyed with me. In fact, it's like she's not repulsed by me at all. I don't really get it, but it must be nice being able to think that way. Like everyone's good deep down. Like nobody would ever hurt someone on purpose. It's a sweet it's a sweet world you're living in. Yeah. How do you do it? If I were you, I'd be angry as hell. Aren't you pretty angry already? Angrier. Whoa, even angrier? Yes. I'd be 100 times as pissed. Scary. You bet. I imagine you're throwing 100 chairs, 100 chairs flying towards 100 Karens. Chairs flying, bow compressed, swinging. Here is like a bodhisattva, dozens of hands. Half are for holding furniture, half are for stationary. A halo of chairs and compasses. Okay. A halo drawn with a compass. Every new compass draws another halo. 100 times more compasses, 100 times more halos. Era surrounded by hundreds of halos, made out of compasses. What? We talk for a little while longer, just idle chatter while she finishes her smoke. I tell her about some of the books I've recently read. My impressions, my interpretations. I'm not exactly used to sharing those, so my thoughts came out sounding dumb and crumbled. She keeps listening, though. Every time I say something, I search Ira's face for signs of boredom. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough, but I can't find anything of the sort. Oh geez, I feel so happy I might die. I gotta go. She puts out her cigarette butt. Oh, really? Yeah, plans. I understand. But, some of those novels sounded kinda interesting. I'll check them out if I don't forget. Really? Please let me know if you do. And, sorry for that stupid philosophy talk. My god. Can you shut up with the freaking apologies? I just said thanks. Sorry. Ira gives me a look so threatening I cut myself off. Right. I hope you enjoy them. She nods in approval. Oh, and the books I read, they were, yes? What were they? Angelique. By Annie Golan. Angelique? The romance series? Oh, the romance series? Yeah. It's historical. It's not just lovey-dovey stuff, you know. I know, my mom really liked them. They seem wonderful. I never got to reading them, and I didn't really expect you to be into. They're fine. It's not like I'm a huge fan or anything. You're not? It's just that if you want to read something historical or whatever, they're all right. Okay. I'll remember that. Vera looks like she's about to say something else, but then turns on her heels and stomps away. See you. Yes. See you around. Ira disappears down the street. There she goes again. My body leans against the fragile wall. My legs are weak. We talked. Ira and I really talked. I never would have guessed. It was even nicer than I imagined. And I had no idea. So she likes books like that, huh? Ira likes novels like that. That's so wonderful. It's really, really wonderful. Every new thing I learn about her is more wonderful than the last. I need to meet with her again. I want to talk more. Maybe next time, she'll tell me a little more about herself. It kind of feels like it kind of feels like I hogged the entire conversation now that I think back on it. It was really self-centered of me. Next time, I'll have to ask Ira more questions. I'll ask her more about the books she likes. Maybe we could talk about movies. Yes, movies. I love movies. Movies are awesome. They're great. Some are great stories. Even some bad ones are pretty good. I wonder what her favorites are. Does she always like romance films? Oh, does she also like romance films? That would be cute. I usually prefer detective. I love detective shows. I love solving mysteries. It's so in school. Okay. Back in school, I was like so good at solving mystery books that we had contests in our class. No one could beat me for the entire semester. I could always solve it so quickly to the point where they're still solving it. And yeah, it was a good time. But I really enjoy all kinds of movies. So if she wants to watch something, maybe we could even go to the cinema. That could be so much fun. It's been a long time since I've been there. I need to see her again. That was nice. She skips even more often than before. No point in keeping up with classes if you're getting expelled anyway. I guess that's Ira's modus operandi. I don't know what that means. To some degree, I understand it. Yeah, sorry about this clicking noise. I just realized my mouse makes clicking noises when I click stuff because my mouse is so loud, and I haven't set up a compressor on this thing, which I probably won't until I figure out how to. But I still wish she showed her face from time to time, if only for one lesson. We probably wouldn't talk even if she came. It's not something we ever do in class, so I don't expect anything in that regard. Just seeing the back of her head would be enough. My head is being held down in shame for seeing this man. Did I make his voice? What's with you, Sabina? Huh? You're all smiles. Finally taking my advice to heart? Huh? What advice? Not looking like you're about to hang yourself for a chance. Let's just sock this guy in the face right now. Bada boom! Right in the face. It's great to see, really. Are you being nice? Did I just cut my head? Yes. It is great. What's coming? We're so proud of you. How about brushing your hair next? That grin makes you look like a basket case. Thanks, Vadim. I'll do that. Oh, he was trying to make a joke, but we didn't care. You're welcome. He grabs my English notebook off the table. Payment for my services. His friends chuckle along. I couldn't care less about that. Even though she isn't here today, I don't mind. I know we're going to see each other soon. I'm going to do everything to bump into Ira again. I'll walk the whole town up and down so that we see each other. I'll scour every corner of this place to find her. The entire world is just an oyster waiting for me to discover. Perhaps I'm being overly reliant on the universe's kindness. At the end of the day, even if I walk all the possible routes, there's no guarantee I'll run into Ira. But I want to believe. No, I'm convinced. The world is I believe. No, I'm convinced. The world is merciful. So if I try my hardest, maybe my efforts will be rewarded. Of course, it's an entitled way of thinking. But there's a little time left. I gotta crack my hand. Stiffening on me. Too little time. I need to make the most of it. I'll make as many memorable moments as I can while Ira's here. I'll make every encounter count. I will fill this measly scrap of time with wonderful things. Ira, hi. Yeah? Oh Jesus, it's you. She sighs with a mixture of relief and irritation. Oh no. I barely hold in a giggle. I'm so glad to see her. It worked. It worked. It really worked. I spotted Ira between the rows of garages on the edge of town. She was crouching down by the wooden wall, hanging a thermo with one hand and holding a cigarette in another. What are you doing here? What does it look like? She's smoking. A cigarette, that is. Meditating? Wrong answer? Ira shakes her head and looks back at the ground. The rush of joy that had washed over me when I first noticed her began to dwindle. Now that I take a closer look, I don't think I've seen Ira curled up like this way before. Everything about her posture screams exhausted. But why out here? Are you okay? She mutters something. Huh? Ing on me. What was that? I didn't quite catch it. I take a tentative step towards her, but Ira's scowl stops me dead in my tracks. You spying on me now? What? No. I was just walking here. At a garage lot. Yes. She gives me a look of such contempt. It sends shivers down my spine. I'm not lying. Really. I always take these walks after school. I'm going the same route. Oh, and going the same route gets boring over time, so sometimes I go through here. Or through the barracks. Or a couple times I even went to the helipad. You know, the one that's over there. As I speak, I see her expression slowly change from disdain to confusion. This isn't right. We talked so nicely just a few days prior. Why then? Did she hear something bad about me? From who? I don't think she'd believe a word of Garin. What the? Because we're just kind of walking in these random spots. I mean, I usually stroll along the main street or near the community center, but it'll get colder soon, you know? So, it's better to enjoy the outdoors while you can, right? I just keep speaking, hoping she'll stop being mad at me. I don't think she's gonna be mad at you. I think she is mad at you, actually. At us. At me. I need to keep going. I need to keep talking because that's what I want to do with her. I want to talk. And so I have to because can't waste this moment. We can recover from this. Okay. I can cheer her up. And we will clear everything up and she won't think that I'm some creep. I just can't stand it. I can't bear having her glare at me in silence. And you know, the views are really great here in the outskirts. I can just hear the wind. The sky is bigger and you can see way into the tundra and what I mean is I didn't think you'd be here. That's a lie. Well, more of a half-truth. I hope she'd be here. Like, I hope she'd be wherever I went. It's just that this isn't what I imagined at all. Not after our last meeting. Not after anything. She's just staring at me. She's just staring at me for a moment. Her eyes soften, but then she crosses them as if just looking at me was wearing her out. Oh no. She takes a drag and turns away from me. God. Can't I be alone for 5 minutes? I'm sorry. I wait for her to respond with something like, why are you apologizing, and cut it out, or even just whatever, it's fine. But she doesn't say anything. I'm sorry. Just go. Just walk away. I'll be going then. Goodbye. Silence. I walk away. Cold wind blows in my face. The mounds of snow on garage roofs looks smooth and soft. When blizzards hit, they'll get completely buried. We messed up, didn't we? I'd like to have a snow hill from over me. A snow hill form over me too. They look cozy. Actually, I wonder what Ira carries in her thermos. I guess tea would be the obvious answer, but what if she's one of those people that like to have some warm soup with them? That could be cute. I should have asked her about it. I don't think we should. I feel like I'm going to cry. I'd cry too. I'm gonna take a drink of sadness right now. She's gonna leave us. It's getting late too. Because it's almost New Year's. Because it's in. Oh, no, wait. Hey, you got any plans for New Year's? What plan? Wait. What plans? I just spat on my keyboard. Shit. I'll be with my folks. No, I mean after that. My sister's going to a party with other upperclassmen. Oh, you serious? Think we could sneak in? No way, don't want to hang out with her. Man, come on! They're gonna have those older girls there too, right? The ones from grade 10? Oh, I bet Machina will be there too. Like she'd talk to you. Hey! You don't know that. I said we're not crashing anything. They won't let us in anyways. Ugh. That's true. Tisk. Where are we going then? Whose place? Not mine. We've got Grandma coming over. I can't host. I can't host you. Me neither. Vadim? No way. He's kinda tired recently. Uh-oh, I know what's gonna happen. Oh, really? Yeah. It's whatever though. Work stuff, I guess. I hear ya. My mom's also out of it. All the outs are pretty stressed, huh? Figures. It's the end of the year. Right. It's almost New Year's. It's a shame, but I don't feel festive at all. I'll need to help Mom decorate the house. Should I remind her about that? It feels like all of us kind of forgot about the holidays. At least I did. Well, maybe I didn't really forget. The end of the year has been looming in the back of my mind, but not as a cause of celebration. All I could think about were the days counting down to the moment Ira would move away. Ira. She's absent again. I'm not surprised. I wish that I could cheer things up with her. I'm not sure how, but I have to. Maybe I should apologize again. What for? Did I really do something so wrong? I guess I've been pretty annoying, but I don't know anymore. I need to think of something that could cheer her up. My chair is breaking. Next time we meet. Will more apologies really cut it? Probably not. She'll just get more annoyed. Then maybe a small gift. That might be weird though. And I won't get any more allowance until next week. What could I even buy with this spare change? Maybe a little treat will do. A waffle? Would she like a waffle? Ugh, what the hell? She's not a freaking dog. Why does my mind always go to some weird place with her? I would... Just shut up. Focus on something else. It's just so different to do these days. Difficult. Oh, difficult. It's just so difficult to do these days. Difficult. But I've got to try. Inhale. Exhale. So sad music. There. A little clearer. I see the sidewalk a little bit better. The buildings, the sky, the lights. Everything around is friendly. Everything is beautiful. It's great. Those are great things to look at. What? That's great. Those are great things to look at and think about. Oh. Though perhaps I shouldn't breathe so deeply. It's such sad music. You can really get sick from this. It has been getting colder after all. My usual routes have been getting harder and harder to finish. And it's not just the temperature. The paths on the outskirts get showered over, so trudging through them tires me out really quickly. The winds are picking up too. Even when I cover myself up with a scarf, it feels as if my face is being pelted. I'm not meeting anyone out here in this weather. I should have gone to the library today. What time is it? Maybe I can still make it. It closes at 6, so no. For sure not. Oh well. They've already begun putting up New Year's decorations. Everything lined with lights. Oh. And there's a pine tree near the community center. It's so tall. And bare for now. Well, I like it as it is. The way that snow rests on its branches makes it look so mighty. Alright, I'm getting into a bit of a festive mood. Wish the forest wasn't so prickly, then I'd look around some more. The streets are empty, save for a couple of adults I saw walking down to the bar. Hard to imagine there would be a lot of people out on an evening like this. So why have I been meandering around like I've got nothing better to do? Every answer is embarrassing. The inside of our apartment block is warm and muddy orange. There's no elevator, but then again, it's only 5 floors. I make my way upstairs. An idea is forming in my head. An obvious solution to the problem I've been having. It's perfect. I have the perfect plan for everything. There's our door. It's kind of uninviting, but it's just my opinion. I bet Dad's guests find it quite welcoming, though judging by how quiet it is. I turn the key and enter. Tick, tock. The only sound is the faint muttering of the TV coming from the living room. Yes. Thank God no visitors today. I hang my wet coat up to dry, take off my shoes, and quietly go down the corridor. Hi, Dad. Hello. I didn't even stop to peek into the room. I won't see anything I haven't seen before. At least tonight seems like I will be calm. I wash my hands. When I exit the bathroom, I hear a soft voice from the kitchen. Out with friends again? Hi. Mom nods, her head staring in front of her. She's smoking again. I go in and open the window, then turn on the light. She squints from the sudden brightness. You want some tea? I'm setting the kettle. She shakes her head. I sit opposite her and wait for the water to boil. She's not saying anything, and neither am I. It's not awkward per se. I just pick out the oilcloth? Wait. I just pick up the oilcloth and swat away the smoke that occasionally drifts in my direction. We're both used to this kind of thing in our own way. Even so, I go to my room as soon as I fill up the teapot. What's gonna happen? I don't like locking myself in here. I do it every time, and every time I swarmed with nasty thoughts. Can't even spend some time with your own mother. You run away from her, even though she has it so hard, so hard. You traitor. Brat. Ungrateful filth. Don't say that about yourself. Never say that about yourself. You're an amazing person. It's the kind of self-flagellation that goes nowhere. Do I think that if I badmouth myself enough, I'll be forgiven? I hope my voice still sounds okay during this, because my voice is getting a bit tired from talking, because it happens after reading too much for me. Let me have another sip of water. Maybe that'll help my throat out. Nice ice river water. Yes. This happens every time and changes nothing. It's pointless. So I direct my attention elsewhere. What was I going to do? What was I... Oh, right. I pick up a pen and start flipping through my notebooks. Ira asked me to write a poem. Just thinking back to it makes me so giddy. She said it. She told me she liked it. Ira likes my poems. Nobody has ever said that to me before. Well, Tosia did. Is that the person who vanished? But that was years ago. That poem. The one that Garen read. What did she like about it? Maybe I should have asked. Where was it? That's it. Do we get to see the poem?
Сырая черная земля, не обнимай меня так нежно, не рви наряд свой белоснежный и спи спокойно. Только я буду царапаться и биться, а иней пусть себе искрится, и пусть летят по небу птицы, и светит бледная заря.
Okay, now read now. Oh, damp black earth, do not hold me so tenderly. Do not tear your snow white attire and sleep peacefully. I will scratch and I will beat, but forest will circle him. Awesome. Gah, I didn't get to finish reading it. It's so lame. I can't blame them for laughing. If anything, Garen was too nice. No, he's dumb. But at least she liked it. For some freaking reason, Ira liked it. What the fuck was that? So maybe it's not all bad. Maybe I can make something worthwhile. At least worthwhile in Ira's eyes. It's all I really need. She got angry at me the last time I saw her. I don't know why. I mess up a lot. I really mess up a lot. I doubt she was a bad mood because of me. But I definitely didn't help. But now I will. But now I will. Maybe if I do this, she won't be so mad anymore. I've been really trying since that day. The day she helped me with the diary, I mean. I've been trying, but I just can't get the words to flow right. I get what you're saying. Today, though, I really want to do this today. I think I can do it. Ha. I'm like a kid that only does their homework when their parents yell at them. I don't even know when she will show up to school again. Bumping into her on the street is a tough bet, especially with this weather. Well, I'll try anyway. I've got nothing to lose. What's the worst case scenario? I think this is a picture, right? Of a real room or something. Apparently gorgeous scenery. Oh, heaven forbid I'm gonna enjoy this to hell and back. And when I hand that poem to Ira, then it will all be worth it. Let's do it then. Let's make this poem the best poem we can ever make. For Ira. And then we can punch Geralt in the face. What is going on? Something's on my arm. Oh. My wrist is tired. I'm gonna totally wear down this poor eraser at this rate. I've got to remember to buy a new one. It's just a bit annoying. Even though I ask my classmates to be more careful, they always forget about it. I didn't used to do that before, but now whenever I lend a textbook to someone, I specifically ask them not to doodle in it. Despite that, they always come back with crude drawings all over. Oh, great. I can't hand them back to the library like that, and I'll get in trouble if the teacher sees it. Sigh. I lean back in my chair. Let me lean back in my chair too. A week. That's how long it has been since I've last seen her. It's not exactly It's not exactly new for her to skip for several days at a time, but a whole week? Nobody else seems to be bothered though. I shouldn't be either. It's not her job to be my, I don't want to call her pit bull. Either way, it's nothing new. Nothing new, nothing bad. Maybe Ira's taking in the town she's grown to love. Who knows when she'll return Who knows when she'll return here after she moves out. I get that. I would do the same. But still, I just wish I could see her. Is she still mad at me? I really hope not. But if she is, I have just the thing to help it. That's right. It's done. I wrote Ira a poem. I wonder how she'll react. I wonder if she'll like it. I really hope she'll like it. Maybe she'll smile. Or what if she gets flustered? That would be so cute. I want to see her make that face again. What face? I keep walking around. I don't really expect to see her at this point. It just feels like a duty I need to fulfill. Like a soldier patrolling the streets. Whoa. That sounds pretty cool. And it's not like the weather is harsh all the time. Give me a second. Gotta fix my head. I've been playing. How long has this been for? Oh my god, it's almost 3 hours. I've been doing this for almost 3 hours. It's good though. I like it. I've been on my computer for too long though. And it's not like the weather is harsh all the time. Real colds will settle in a couple of weeks. The wind can get annoying after a few hours, but aside from that, it's bearable. It's pretty. It's all good. Send some more water. Stay hydrated. The main road. The 2 residential streets. The community center, the helipad, the garage, the parking lot, the school, the stadium, the research center, the kindergarten, the barracks. I've seen all of those thousands of times, perhaps somewhere. I'm just gonna fix my desk for a second. Deep down I'm a little tired of this view, but I haven't... but I can't hate it. And I can't... I'm gonna burp. Give me a second. I can't... Sorry about that. Excuse me. Pardon me. Mon chéri. And I can't pretend like I won't miss it when it ceases to exist. When I finish school, I'll go to the university. I will tell everyone I'm from Vorkuta, not Vorkuta 5, because Vorkuta 5 does not exist. People from Vorkuta 5 do not exist. The ones outside will ask me something about Vorkuta, the real Vorkuta, and I'll answer with zero hesitation. If I couldn't do that, I wouldn't be allowed to leave at all. To leave Vorkuta 5, you have to deny its existence. I have to deny its existence no matter how much I want it to exist. I have to deny. Why do we have to deny? I have to. I have to. Why, though? It's like a forbidden rule. But it's tough. So tough that I'm not sure I'll ever manage. Realistically, I'll probably slip up and blurt out something incongruent. I do slip up a lot. I hope I'll get better at it by then. Maybe I should stop. I lower my scarf and take a big breath. Oh, wait, that's not breathing. Ouch! I'm seriously gonna catch a cold from this. At least my head feels really clear. I look up and see the familiar purple gray of northern twilight. No, not twilight. Today is the first day of this year's polar night. So I won't see the sun until the tail end of December. It's nothing too bad. Personally, I don't mind the dark. Some people seem to get really depressed during this time, but I'm not one of those. If I stay out for just a little longer and wait for the clouds to clear, I'll see the stars come fully into view. It's a beautiful sight, especially from here, from the barracks. Far better than the danky sliver of the sky I'd see from my apartment window. We're in the barracks? I wish that I could stick around for longer, but it's getting too cold. Too cold is nothing bad. I started making my way back. Descript rows of working housing disappear behind bigger and better homes. What is that? That's a playground? What? There's that old playground just around the corner. That's right, we used to go there all the time with Tosia. Even back then, it was kind of unpopular. They built a newer one just 5 minutes away, so we often got to have the whole thing to ourselves. I guess that's why we liked the place. My throat is getting all messed up right now. It's fine though. Somehow today feels quieter than ever. I can hear a faint clinking sound as the wind passes through the swing set chains. Huh? I slow down. Did we find her? Did we find Ira? Is Ira here? Can we give her the poem? Or is she gonna think we're some stalker? Probably. There is a figure sitting in the frozen merry-go-round. A drunkard. No, we don't have those kinds of people here. At least not... Wait. You don't have drunk people in your place? What? At least not out and about on the streets. And the frame doesn't seem like it belongs to a man either. Oh, we found Ira. I approach, gently making my way through the snow. Let's slowly approach. It's probably Ira. My villain key. My Valenki sink into it with almost no resistance, almost zero sound. When was the last time we've had snow this soft? I don't remember. But perhaps I've stopped noticing the crunch of ice under my feet. Perhaps it's me being too focused on the person I have now recognized. It's Ira. She's gonna think we're stalking her, isn't she? Oh. She looks sad. Let's talk to her. She's hunched over, elbows on her knees, hood down despite the cold. I don't wanna sound like a dead person right now. Sorry about this. She's hunched over, elbows on her knees, hood down despite the cold. Her hair is tingled, half wet from the snow. Wait, what is she doing out here? Smoking or... Huh? I stop a few meters away. Ira is letting out quiet gossiping sobs. Ira? She looks up fast, as if jolted awake. Eyes red and puffy, face raw from wiping at it with her sleeves. There's a bit of snot on her upper lip. She's crying. What? What do you want? I don't know what to answer. What do I want? Well, I can think about... Can we just give her a hug? All I can think about is how I've never seen a person look so small. Just give her a hug. Ira swipes at her eyes again, then stands. She stumbles a little, trying to regain her usual posture. What, another one of your hangout spots? Damn creep. Her voice cracked halfway through. Can we just say, I was looking for you. Do you want a hug? Well, enjoying the show? I slowly shake my head. No. I just saw you. Ira rubs her nose in her sleeve again. Her hands are shaking. Then go back to whatever the hell you came from. Go home. Isia. This isn't for you. I take a small step forward. I want to say something, anything, but my head draws a blank. Before I can squeeze out a single word, Ira turns around and stumbles through the snow away from the playground. I can't even muster the courage to call out to her, let alone follow. I simply watch as Ira vanishes into the alley. If not for her footsteps, I believe she was never even there. The snow keeps falling. A feeling I've long forgotten swells inside me. I've learned to not acknowledge it, so it got buried many layers deep. The hollow space inside my chest grows darker. The sky is full of pinpricks? Pinpricks. The world is looking down on me, but not in the way other people do. It looks kind... Oh my god, there's something in my throat now. Let me cough. Give me a second. Sorry about this. It's kind and gentle, and I don't feel small under its glaze. Its eyes are pure and tender. I have soup later tonight, so I'm looking forward to having some noodles. Noodles and soup. After this game, I'm gonna have noodles and soup. This game's good so far. It's such a nice little story. I hope everything turns out okay. Why is this Episode 1 end. Marin. I'm gonna quickly save it here because I've been recording for almost 3 hours now. Let's just quickly save. Oh, cool. Let's go here. Save. And let's save again, just in case. Well, that was a nice story for the beginning. Very long chapter 1. So far. It's a pretty nice story. It feels calming. It feels nice, relaxing and stuff. I'm probably I'm gonna end it here for now. I'm gonna end the story here for now on chapter 2. I'll come back to it. I'll come back to chapter 2, read chapter 2. My throat's getting a bit tired, so I don't think I can possibly read through more of this in today. And it's already kind of much 3 hours long, and I feel like that is kind of pushing it very far from what I'm normally used to doing. Not really, but it's getting very late in the night too, so I should save it. I'm gonna end it here on chapter 2, the end of chapter 1. I will return to play chapter 2. Don't know when yet. Maybe next week. I'll probably play the rest of it, or the next chapter next week. Anyways, this is a nice little story game. I think a visual novel that is on Steam. It is free, just so you know. It is free. 100% free. If you like it so far, the story, I know I'm not doing a great job on reading it because my abilities to read suck. Go get the game. It's free. You can enjoy the story. I'm actually curious to see what happens next. It's a calming story, a nice little story, kind of still wondering what's going to happen. Because I think it's much longer, because I'm pretty sure it said something about horror aspects in it. Let me see. Oh, hopefully that doesn't block it. Let me check the store page. Yeah, because it's a mystery, and it's psychological horror. So I'm very curious to see what happens next. I don't know how long it is. Probably a couple of chapters long, give or take. But yeah. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to continue the game yourself, go get it on Steam. It's free, like I said. I will continue and play the rest of it another day, probably the next chapter, next week or something. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day or great night. That is all.